There is something about a March parade that turns astrology from theory into street theater. On March 17, 2026, the cosmic weather is unusually fluid and magnetic. The Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Mars are all in Pisces, while Venus is in Aries, creating a strange but perfect blend of dreamy crowd energy and bold personal flair. Mercury is also still retrograde, but only briefly, because it stations direct on March 20th, the same day the March equinox ushers in spring. In other words, this year's festive energy is not subtle. It is emotional, performative, intuitive, and highly visible. If you want to find the human spotlight at a parade, start with the fire signs. Leo does not merely attend the event. Leo converts public pavement into a runway. Every green outfit suddenly looks editorial. Every pose looks intentional. And every camera angle mysteriously finds them. That is the nature of fire energy in a spectacle setting. It does not wait to be invited into the frame. It assumes the frame was built for it. Aries works differently. Aries is less concerned with being admired and more concerned with moving the whole experience forward. They are the first to rally the group, the first to start walking, the first to yell, dance, wave, and somehow become the accidental captain of the entire procession. With Venus in Aries right now, that fire sign confidence gets an extra charge, making boldness read as charm instead of chaos. And that is why fire signs become natural beacons for crowds and cameras. Parade environments reward velocity, visibility, and heat. Fire signs project all three. The drums hit, the crowd shifts, and suddenly, Aries and Leo are no longer part of the audience. They are part of the event. But fire signs do not build the whole memory of the day by themselves. Air signs are the social engineers behind the scenes. They do not just occupy the vibe, they shape it. Gemini is the sign most likely to turn a row of strangers into a temporary friend group before the second float even passes. A quick joke, a clever comment, a shared reaction to the marching band, and suddenly everyone is laughing like they arrived together. That feels especially potent now because today's Pisces emphasis favors serendipitous conversations and meaningful little encounters. Several current astrology forecasts for March 17th point to contact, recognition, and chance interaction as major themes. Libra, meanwhile, is the visual diplomat of the parade. Libra knows where the light is better, who should stand where, how to keep the group from splintering, and how to make even crowded sidewalk photos look styled instead of chaotic. Where Aries leads with force and Leo with glamour, Libra leads with composition. So, if fire signs are the fireworks, air signs are the architecture that makes the whole social experience hold together. This is where the elemental contrast gets interesting. Thumping parade drums, the movement, the cheering, the momentum, all of that syncs naturally with fire sign rhythm. Fire signs do not need to think about the beat. They become the beat. Earth signs are different. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn often stand just outside the loudest center of the spectacle, watching everything with a more selective eye. They are not unimpressed. They are evaluating. Earth energy tends to resist pointless overstimulation, so while the parade can energize fire and air signs instantly, Earth signs are more likely to preserve their stamina, conserve their energy, and choose their moments. That makes them look quieter, but it often makes them smarter over the course of the day. And the astrology supports that contrast. March 2026 is carrying both dreamlike Pisces saturation and recent eclipse season residue, especially from the Virgo lunar eclipse/full moon earlier this month, which astrologers have linked to release, recalibration, and nervous system sensitivity. That means some people are leaning into spectacle, while others are instinctively pacing themselves. As for the transits specifically boosting social magnetism right now, the biggest ones are these. Venus in Aries is increasing bold charm and visible attraction. The Pisces moon with Mercury and the North Node is enhancing intuition, emotional permeability, and meant to happen social moments. And the recent Mars North Node contact in Pisces adds a faded quality to movement through crowds, especially when people act on instinct. Now comes the underrated half of the Zodiac Parade ecosystem, water and earth. Pisces may not always dominate the center lane, but Pisces has a supernatural gift for finding the most enchanting angle of the day. They are the ones who drift one block over and somehow find the perfect side street, the best musician, the most cinematic light, or the unexpectedly magical moment everyone else missed. With today's moon, Mercury, and Mars all in Pisces, that intuitive navigation is especially strong. Taurus and Virgo provide the foundation nobody praises enough. Taurus knows what to bring, where to stop, when to eat, and how to preserve comfort so the day does not collapse into avoidable misery. Virgo tracks details, routes, timing, backup plans, bathrooms, ride shares, snacks, chargers. When everyone else is floating in the parade fantasy, Earth signs are the reason the group actually survives 6 hours outside. And then there is Scorpio. Scorpio does not need public applause to control a social environment. Scorpio thrives in festive anonymity. In a crowd full of costumes, color, and distraction, Scorpio can study people quietly, read motives instantly, and influence the mood without ever looking like the loudest person there. They work the edges, the glances, the private conversations, the subtle pivots. They are not the float, they are the undertow. So who wins the parade this year? For pure visible spotlight power, I would crown Leo. No sign is more naturally built to merge fashion, performance, and public attention in a festive environment. Leo does not just shine at events like this. Leo gives the event a face. But for raw momentum and carryover power into the next seasonal chapter, the advantage shifts to Aries. Why? Because the parade lands just before the March equinox on March 20th, when the sun enters Aries and Mercury turns direct. So Leo may own the camera on parade day, but Aries is the sign most likely to convert parade energy into a full-on spring social takeover. That is the real twist in the elemental hierarchy. Leo wins the moment. Aries may win the season. As the spring solstice arrives, expect these charisma traits to intensify rather than fade. Fire signs will get even louder. Air signs will get even more socially agile. Water signs will keep sensing the hidden current beneath the surface. Earth signs will remain the ones holding the whole thing together while pretending they are just observing. And that brings us to the challenge. Which sign really ruled your parade experience? Was it the Leo turning the sidewalk into a catwalk? The Aries dragging everybody to the front? The Gemini making friends with half the block? Or the Pisces who found the one perfect hidden spot?
It's written in the stars.